beautiful as the day I lost you.
So much has happened. Alright, time to talk about it. If I don't say anything now, I'm gonna regret it. I'm never gonna be able to move on. I'm never gonna be able to do anything with anything else at all whatsoever, so I might as well get it out of the way. Alright, let's talk. Hello, my fellow dragons and dragonesses. This is the Gaming Dragon, if I even deserve to be called that anymore, considering that I've just kind of up and abandoned all of you. And I've kind of already mentioned that I'm going to try to come up with a decent excuse as to the reason why I haven't been active for more than, like, 3 or 4 months, but, you know... I have a good reason, I swear. I don't have a good reason. I have no good reasons for any of it, really. So originally I left because it was Christmas and, you know, I wanted to give myself a break. And then that break kind of transformed into a hibernation. And I swear it was never my intention to be gone that long. I did not want to be gone from the channel and stop working on videos and stuff like that for that long of a period of time. It was far from my intention. Originally, again, it was just for the Christmas season, and then that extended to the New Year's season. And then that extended to a bit of a fear period because I have anxiety issues and I had a major dentist appointment that required me to have a tooth removed, so I was rather horrified as to what was about to happen to my face. And then there was the recovery period of that, which was about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. I'm feeling a lot better now, obviously. It's been way more than 2 weeks. It's been like, what, 3 or 4 months or whatever? So it's been a while now. And from that moment onward, I really don't have an excuse for why I've been gone. The only thing I can really say is that I have tried to tell myself, alright, it's time to get back to working on videos, and then I just wouldn't. And a part of it was because I had kind of lost my flair. Like, I wanted to get back to it, but I just couldn't get myself to do it. And I wanted to so badly, but I just couldn't do it. I had lost my mojo, I had lost it all, and I felt like shit. And I just couldn't bring myself to do it. But I finally, all of a sudden, told myself, alright, that's it. No more. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. It's not happening. I'm not doing it. And so I finally sat down and I edited a video, finished editing the video that I didn't finish editing, which I'll be honest, a part of me was actually horrified of finishing it because there was just something about it that I couldn't finish. And then now, after all this time of quote-unquote relaxation and rejuvenation, I've actually managed to do it, and it wasn't as bad as I initially believed it was, and now I'm just confused as to if I just brought all this horror upon myself. Oh boy, that's starting to feel like that was probably what it was. Oh no. Self-doubt is the worst kind of doubt, and we all know that. Yeah, and then I finally edited another video, and I felt good about it. It turned out pretty decent. There was a little bit of a hiccup, but, I mean, it wasn't, like, soul-crushing or anything. It was like, I can work around this. And you know what? I'm pretty happy of how things have turned out, and I forgot how good it felt to work on videos again, so hopefully I won't have another several month-long hiatus. I can't make any guarantees, but I definitely don't want to make it that long again. And, yeah, since then, a lot of stuff has happened aside from certain things. My birthday rolled around, which was fantastic, and I had a pretty decent time. I had no reason to bring that up, but I figured I would. But the most important thing that happened was that there was a tiny, teeny, weeny, itty bitty little Nintendo Direct that happened, and there may or may not have been something that happened in that Nintendo Direct that caught me completely off guard. And that was the fact that during that Nintendo Direct, all of a sudden, there was a game called Deca Police that was made by a teeny tiny, itty bitty little company that I don't know if any of you know, but they're called Level 5, and they ended up making this game, and it looked really good. And I saw Level 5 was making this game, and I was like, oh hey, it's them! They said that they weren't coming back. I mean, they did say that they wanted to come back. Level 5 hit some issues I want to say a couple of years back, but for a while they've been having some problems, having financial problems. More specifically, I do believe I remember seeing that they went bankrupt at one point. So, yeah, they were having a bit of problem, and they had to pull out from other countries and just stay stationed in Japan, which really broke my heart, because Level 5 makes very unique games. I know everyone says this about any one specific company where it's like, oh, hey, this company makes really unique games, or this company makes really fun and interesting games, but Level 5 really does have an interesting perspective on games. They ended up taking advantage of the Nintendo 3DS and DS in ways that some companies just didn't know how to do properly, and they just managed to nail it, like, perfectly. They were gods at it. But here's the thing. Because of that, no one expected Level 5 to come back. And then they did. In that Nintendo Direct, they came back. They came back with Deca Police, which was amazing. And then they also came back with a sequel to Fantasy Life, which I know there were some people who didn't like it, and I know there were some people who did. And personally, I was someone who just couldn't get into it. I did play the original Fantasy Life. I just couldn't get into it, but I do love the fact that Level 5 made Fantasy Life. Like I'm glad that they're bringing enough people liked the original that they made a sequel to it. And The Girl Who Steals Time, if it looks like it may be better than the original, and if it is, I might be tempted to pick it up. And that was literally the greatest, that Level 5 had 2 whole games that they came out with, and that was all that they did that Direct.
Excuse me, what?
Well, a certain somebody may have also come back. Okay, I can't play this up anymore. I can't play this up anymore. So this whole announcement video has been me trying to apologize for being gone for so long, but I also wanted it to be a whole reason for me to say, holy frick, my heart stopped during that Direct. Oh my god, I was crying. Legitimately, I was in tears. Anybody who knows me knows that I love the Professor Layton games, and I could not have been happier to know that my boy has come back. The man, the myth, the legend, the King of Kings has returned to teach all of us newbies a lesson about what it means to be a true gentleman. I cannot believe Herschel Layton is back, baby, with New World of Steam. On top of that, Level 5 also did their own like little Direct video where they talked about some of their games. I say some of their games, but they had like a whole 5 or 6 different games that they talked about. Obviously, they talked about Fantasy Life 2. They talked about Deca Police, and of course, they talked about New World of Steam. Some new information from that. It was wonderful. It was really great. Layton's new design, Luke's new design, a bit of the story for the game and how it's going to go. It's just a lot of information to process, and Oh man, it has been a year. So, I'm gonna spare you from my absolute just gushing over the fact that Professor Layton is back. And, I'm just gonna let you all know that I hopefully am back for good. I'm going to try my best to remain back for good. Hopefully I don't lose my head again and just disappear off the face of the planet like a flat earther. That was a horrible. Why did I think that was a funny joke? That wasn't a funny joke. You know what? Whatever. I'm glad to be back. I hope you guys are ready to see some content. It's gonna be nothing but Monster Hunter because I was supposed to be uploading the Monster Hunter content as it came out, and cause I was MIA, I didn't. So yeah, there's gonna be 4 whole episodes of Monster Hunter content coming out. One today with this update, and excuse me, I didn't even apologize for that burp, it just kind of came up. One today with this update, and the next 3 days are going to be Monster Hunter content. And then, yeah, after that, it's going to be going back to Pokemon, and that also means I should be getting back to recording new episodes. So all of the Pokemon episodes, fair warning, are recorded with the old capture card. So they will probably not have the same quality as the Monster Hunter episodes that are coming out today and the next 3 days. Because they were captured, because the next couple of episodes for Pokemon were captured with the old capture card before I got the new one. So, after, like, the next, trying to think here, let's see, like 5, 6, maybe 7 Pokemon episodes? Not 7, probably like 6 or so. Those are with the old capture card. So, yeah, I'll just go ahead and, like, put in the video when it's the new capture card. I'll just be like, hey, this is where the new capture card starts or something. I don't know. Nobody probably gives a shit. I probably won't even say anything. It doesn't really matter. Anyways, this is the update. Professor Layton is back. I'm back, baby. We're both back. That's great. It was wonderful. Woohoo! Great. Hey. See you guys today, I guess, because this is the episode of Monster Hunter come out today. Stay cool in your caves and make sure not to drink too much energy drink or soda, and drink water. Make sure you drink water because you don't want to die. See you later.